Alright, should be back with us now. I'm just going to make sure that the weather is realistic, because it did show fully dry. Alright, welcome back everyone. Is the audio still good? Once I know it is, will we be going? I'll let everyone get ready for the ad to finish, as I have as well. Sweet, alright, well, I'll let all the TT drivers know that they can get ready. Just double checking I've got the grid right. That would be idiotic. Yep, that seems good. There we go. There we go, the countdown is going. They should all be... There we go, that's good. Sweet. Everyone should be back with us. Going to see if anyone's missing from the stream. So it is fully dry, at least they know that. I swear if I hear a countdown. I'm going to keep it quiet so I don't hear any ticking. So they should ready up at 21:44. I'll give them more time to apply their setups. Driving at the same time. That is something that was awful to do in previous games. So here we go, we have the grid, and we can also see the tyres everyone's choosing. Everyone else can also see this as well, if they just pause and check this. A couple changes, some people are sticking on the softs, some on the mediums, some on hard, so that makes me think that's similar to Qatar with Tier 1, where it's quite an open field of strategy. Oh, where are we going? Oh, for... not again. What? Okay, well, they're going. What's wrong with some people? Okay, well, seems to be quite similar. I'm going to look at the back. Oh, there's something going on. Front wing gone. I think that's... Is that Budbo? Well, they're going at least, so we'll see if there's any confirmation for a restart. It is quite silly that this has happened twice now. Epic Wii is out. Okay, yeah, we're restarting again. That's it, and I think, yeah. Yep, we're restarting again. This is shambles from the tier 2s, I must say. Not all of them, but it's quite silly now. We won't have to restart the stream, thankfully. We do this so that people can get strategies in, have setups. Some people may not have them. Demon seems to be doing it. Alright, let's do this. This is for the second time. Sorry, I've never actually happened this has happened before where it's happened twice in a row. Alright. Yep. Clear. And stupid me to not have the formation lap on. That's something I will admit to. Alright, now let's get everyone back in the lobby. Yes, must give them a slap, Ezzy. Well, now thankfully we're going to cry because we've had to restart. I can be a bit naughty and apply grid penalties. Don't think we'll allow that though. It's quite silly. I think it is Demon Nima. Also must note there's been 2 incidents at turn 1. 2. Also, these are the songs that I have chosen out of the list. I've gotten rid of all of the crap ones. It's something I'm really happy to do. Don't have to listen to some... Yeah, this will be the final restart, by the way. We won't be doing it again, as this is just silly that someone's readied up instantly. That is Demon Nima. Pardon me. Alright, people should start joining the lobby soon. I have turn formation app on, because admittedly that's something that I didn't do. Don't have to restart now, restart the stream now, thankfully. Oh my god! Seen arrow. Okay, I have the grid, I'll sort this out shortly. So it was Josh, Ritzy, Takabuka, Cod, and who was it? Then Fitz, then Budbo, then, yep, you done there. So you after him? Nope, it's Jamie. Then Scotland, Speedy, yep, me. Okay, I'm gonna get confirmation that Demon Nima isn't gonna ready up again. Okay, grid is ready. Right, we should be good to go now. For the last time, Arrow has set quite a high punishment if it happens again. Again. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go through this again. Once it lets me. See the everyone's thing. There we go. Okay, it isn't letting me see the race director. It's fine. We'll just wait until it starts. Okay, yep, isn't letting me see the race director. Just got about a 3 to 4 minute wait. How are you all doing? About 45 minutes of a stream so far. Also, note to everyone, be nice in the turn 1, please. Oh, here we go. Now we can see it. Around the same, no one on the hards yet, so I wonder if some people decided to change their idea. Has someone done it again? It's okay, someone's done it again, but this time we have formation lap, unless it's decided to not turn on. Yep, formation lap. Admittedly, something that I should have put on first. I would take full blame for that. No cut in the track, Ritzy. What's going on? Why are people battling? It's formation lap. Okay, well, that was silly from both of them. It's a formation lap. Okay, so we'll have a look at some temps. So, oh, I guess we've got all the data up. Higher, okay, so not mostly soft runners. So I'm wondering if some people are thinking they can do soft hards, or some are considering medium hards like Budbo, thinking he can push all the way. So we'll see the soft runners for 90 Celsius to 100, medium runners prefer 93 to 103, and hard runners would prefer 95 to 105. So quite small increments. Okay, so COD didn't realise that was a formation lap. Okay, let's actually go now, even though we've readied up early again. Yes. Which is taking interesting idea to heat up the tyres, not using the brakes to heat them up, I've seen. So yeah, mostly soft runners. Well, interesting to see if some will go for a... Let's see, who goes past the line? Jamie goes past the line. That seems to be it. What? Okay, well, yeah, seems soft hards, medium hards. He's free range. We have delayed start as this game is crap. There they go. Let's hope they're safe and actually reasonable into the first corner. Okay, someone's disqualified for some odd reason. Oh, okay, game's broken. Someone's off track into turn one. I think that was Speedy, maybe Bubbo. Bubbo's up. Oh, and someone's in the wall. Oh, what is going on? Tier 2 is a shambles today. Okay, so it seems for some reason Godzilla and Buka have been disqualified by the game. Won't be trusting Formation Lap again. Demonema had an issue as well. Fitz has been disqualified, it seems, or retired on tracks. BD's now got a time penalty. Anyone else got any damage? No clue. Okay, so the third. Oh, Sinchelix does. Nope. It's an Alpha Romeo Epic WWE. Goodness, tier 2 hours when they see the back of another car. So it seems like some front runners are fine. Yeah, really unlucky for Cod and Buka. So safety car, we'll see some people pit, definitely the people with damage, so WWE, Speedy, Demon Nema, don't know if anyone else has damage that can be repairable. Speeding in the pit lane, oh that's not going to be helpful. Let's see some pit stops, obviously quite a long stop, around 7 to 8 seconds. Mediums to the mediums, who will definitely be stopping again. Hards, mediums and softs, so Demon Nema's thinking he can keep it quick the whole way. Okay, so not too many changes. Let's see which tyres some have changed from. Softs, medium, softs. Okay, so they start on the softs. That could mean that their FW might be going to the end. Okay, yeah, so I think like I've said earlier, it's probably like Qatar where it's full free range of tyre choices and strategy options. I'm going to have a look at the fuel loads. Some going safe, some going around a lap. Wonder if it's been mandated, or not mandated, they haven't changed it. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so quite some are the same, some are different. You can see definitely some of them are being quite cautious about their fuel loads. Some have been comfortable to push it. Okay. Safety car in this lap. Not sure. Sorry again if we're restarting or cancelling. We're going to go until we know for sure. Okay, so they are going. We have the tracker in the pits. Sorry to not notice, had to talk with Arrow. Another warning for Demonema. Red Bull into the wall, Speedy. Quite close between Josh and Ritzy, Ritzy trying the outside. Don't know if he can hold it round. Does keep it though. This is quite risky corner. Okay, falls in behind. Safe one. Another penalty for Speedy. That is quite a lot. Let's see how many he has. 11 already? Oh. Okay, so he's missing a front wing. So something's happened. Yeah, he pitted off track, oddly. It seems quite close gaps between 7th to 1st. So Ritzy really close to Josh. Oh, loses the rear. Keeps it on the track though. Still losing the rear. Ooh. Was that the game mucking up? Josh setting the faster lap as he started in front. Some quite close gaps, especially between these two. This is the closest gap I can see apart from the top two, which seems to be happening. Ritzy on a dive on Josh. Keep it pretty clean, given space. Quite the same as an overtake of me and Ollie in a previous league. Tag Booker not in the session. Oh, he's just left, that's fine. These two are battling really hard. I'm surprised Ritzy's battling. Either trying to hurt Josh's tyres, or both trying to join them as well. I think he's got a really low downforce setup. Slots in behind. Not ending well for Ritzy on the mediums. I wonder if he's going to slot in behind or keep pushing for the overtake. I'm going to see if anything happens. Having a look, trying to fill up the mirrors. Oh, someone's off at the back. Or quite slow. Don't know if he went off or was quite slow. We're going to draw him back to the front where the close gap is. Can see all of them here. DRS is now enabled. Cintrix setting the fastest lap on the softs. So they won't have DRS on this straight. They will on the two back straights. Still close between the top three. Really surprising. Quite close, keeping it clean so far. Top 5 now, so this has slowed all of them down quite a bit. Gap is closing between Scotland and Jamie. Jamie takes a quite difficult line. Does fall back though. Ooh, gap is closed, Cintrix on the inside. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Side by side, I reckon Cintrix might get it here as this corner is really easy to do. And he's off track. Yep, he keeps it. Gaps are going quite big now. Josh has fallen back on the softs. Budweiser in the fastest lap on the mediums now. Top 5 are still surprisingly quite close. Some gaps are growing now. The yellows at Speedy. Doesn't seem to be any damage other than maybe the front right side of the wing. No, seems pretty clean. Must have lost it. Got it, kept it quite safe. Gonna ride on board with Josh here during this battle. I think we're getting WWE get another penalty. Gonna quickly review this while they're battling. Oh god, there's a lot of penalties. Keep it pretty clean with DRS. That's really helpful. The speed difference between the two is really high, about 10 k's or 16 k's maybe. I think Ritzy hasn't got DRS yet. But he will on this back straight if he keeps the gap. Oh, don't think he will, he's off track. Will they let anyone through? Cintrix losing the rear massively unless this game is, as we expect, quite poor. So that's going to make Ritzy really weak compared to Cintrix, especially on the soft. Speedy spinning again. Really unlucky for him. Gaps are growing quite a bit all round. One of the dirty air, even though it is lower on this track, is somewhat affecting them. Not too much happening. Gap's getting small. Is that a timer on track or is that crash into the wall? Oh, he's lost it again. Is that the rear tyre off? No. Okay, well it's the safety guy who's on the wall. I'm going to see if any strategies happen if anyone pits. I reckon Josh might. Yes, he does. What does he go on to? Hards, meaning he probably goes to the end. Drive through for Lukey. Or just keeping it clean. So what tyres does he go on to? Mediums. Okay, so might be thinking of pitting again or counting on another safety car. Is that Jamie D nothing in the pits or what's happened? Oh, I think he's hit the pit barrier. Oh, he sped onto safety car again. Is that another drive? Or is he taking it slow and sped in the pit lane? How has he done that? Goodness, this is like Austria. Okay, so some going on hard, some going on mediums. Those hard runners definitely should take it to the end. The medium runners not so sure. Unless, like I said, like Qatar, they're thinking of stretching the mediums and keeping them clean. Epic WWE getting another penalty. No, don't want that. 14 seconds and a drive through for Lukey. It's odd that some of them are getting such high amounts of penalties and some aren't. Yeah, Jamie hit the pit barrier while not paying attention. That's quite unlucky. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Everyone should be fine on fuel now. Very easily fine on fuel. Even if they underfueled, even the few who went really low. I didn't see anyone underfuel though, which is quite interesting. Just to mention, that's my personal preference. I like to keep quite a decent gap between the car ahead of me. under safety car because I hate it when they get so close under you. Or even get beside you on the safety car. It makes it really annoying. Especially if you're weaving and trying to warm the tyres up. Now you know I'm going to tell the warm-up that method I use. So there's kind of one of three warm-up methods for tyres. So it's weaving and trying to force the tyres to scrub, which is like wheel spinning that heats up the rears quite nicely, but doesn't wear them down. And with the fronts you can utilise just force. It's easy on. I don't think it's actually possible on controller, sadly, but you force the steering wheel beyond the grip. So you purposely understeer the car. This does somewhat warm up the tyres, but it just blisters them, making the outside too hot and the inside too cold, and just wears them, so it's not really useful. And the method that I think me and some higher speed drivers and generally quicker drivers will do, is they'll just hold the brakes and full throttle or throttle. So they'll just keep the car rolling on the brakes, and thankfully it's quite more realistic now where the brakes actually emit a lot more heat into the tyres. Safety car in this lap. So I see lots of people weaving, some either holding the brakes or just letting the tyres keep at their current temperature. I find that brakes works much better as it saves the tyres, and also it heats them up quite a bit quicker as well. It wasn't available in previous games because they didn't let the brakes heat up the tyres that effectively. But anyway, we're going to move on now to the safety car restart, see if anyone gets close to anyone under the restart. Quite a big gap between Demon and from Demon and also from Detracker. Bubba gets a really good restart. Josh really far behind, and same with Ritzy gets really close. Sinchlex seem to have quite a poor restart. Josh with a 3-second time bonus, that's really going to hamper him, and same with Knaka. No, I'm just going to say Knaka. Oops, Scotland on Demon. Is he going to try run outside? Might just slot him behind. Oh, he's going to look for it. He's going to have to sadly slot him behind. Can't really hold around that side there. Ritzy get really close to Sintrix. I'm going to go on board for this one. He's using quite a low gear through there. Optimum Luke. I thought I just saw a car sideways there. See if this gap closes at all. Doesn't seem to be closing. Reckon the wing angles are quite similar. Oh, getting really close to the air. Wheel banging. Oh, just slots in ahead. That's gonna slow the two behind him down. Oh, he's off track. That's a nice rejoin. And he's in the wall. And that's another car out. Is that going to be a safety car? A virtual safety car. Oh my goodness, that was a really dangerous rejoin. That's something that personally I do not like in this game. In fact, I'm going to double check if I've messed up the settings again. Don't think I have. Don't even know where it is. Where's ghosting? Okay, well, virtual safety car might be ending soon. We should see some drivers trying to regenerate or get more grip into their tyres and from heat if they didn't do so under the safety car. See, okay, so it should be ending soon. You can see by the blink at the top left. See if anyone tries to gain an advantage, see if some gaps grow or shrink. They're going full throttle now. Demon Nemo gets a drive through, so I think that's two with drivers with a drive through now. Yep, that's two of them. Hopefully Luke doesn't get disqualified because I think he has to serve it this lap. Also DRS should be on at the end of this lap. Quite a close gap between Ritzy, Josh and Sintrix. I'd both fallen quite far down, I didn't even notice. Oh, it seems as though he's pitted under the VSC, onto softs, I think again. I think he went to softs, then hards, then softs, so I reckon he's counting on another safety car, which isn't too bad of an idea. Quite a gamble, but isn't too bad. Luke serving the drive-through and Demon Imma pitting as well. Don't know why he's doing this, but he's holding the pit speed limit all the way before. That might be investigated by the stewards. Anyway, back to the top three. Quite close gaps. Oh, they're both serving the drive-through. Okay. So they will have free reign from traffic now. Oh, what's happened? He's hit the wall. Oh, I think he full throttled out the pit exit and just went into the wall. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I am glad I'm not driving in this race. Just to mention, if anyone's watching and interested in driving, you are more than welcome to join. Lots of the silly driving will be investigated by stewards and will result in penalties for where we can apply them. Obviously, qualified we can't do grid penalties because EA doesn't like making a good game. Ooh, I think I just saw Sindrix get a little bit of rear locking into the corner, but you should see DRS being enabled now. Yep, it is enabled. That gap should come down quite quickly. Not that much, but we should see it here. Gonna have a look at Scott watching the Dutch and Scottish traffic. That seems to be one that's most likely happening. Just gets past, inside, quickly move off track. Oh, gets a bit loose, keeps it there though, so that will definitely be a track limit warning. But keeps it clean. Yes, Wreckfest 2023. A bit more expensive too. We'll say as this is the start of this league, we do have some drivers carrying over from SSR, may rest in peace. Oh, this is a move from Ritzy on Josh. Josh goes off track. Oh, glides, and he's in the wall. Oh, Ritzy cuts the track. And Sindrix goes through. Oh, so that's safety car again. Okay, that kind of helps Josh. Obviously, causing that wasn't great. So I think Josh tried to cut the corner, got a bit loose, went wide into Ritzy, then hit the wall. Then Ritzy got a bit loose or lost control and cut the corner. Okay, so Josh should be pitting, I'd expect. I think he's already gone from mediums to mediums. Softs to mediums, so he might go back to a set of mediums, unless he chose the softer tyre strategy. Sindrix speeding in the pit lane, 5 seconds, that's really not going to help him here. So, this should be good for Josh. Knaka going to mediums, yep, mediums should be the option here. Sindrix going on softs. Interesting idea. I wonder if he thinks he can take them to the end or expecting another safety car, which, as I said earlier, wouldn't be a silly idea. So, Ritzy staying out on the hards. They should definitely make it to the end. Scotland staying out on the mediums. Not sure if they will, but not bad of an idea. Luke also staying out as well, hasn't gone round to the pitch. Same with Demon Imma. I think Demon has pitted already. Not lapped, thankfully, which really helps him. So we're going to follow Demon Imma and just see that gap full. If it stays. So I'm intrigued as to the strategies here, because it does, like I said at the beginning, as I'm repeating over and over, it does seem quite similar to Qatar, where it's complete free reign of strategies. That's a one-stop, so you can choose the harder option and push the whole way, or the softer option and just be wary that you might risk a puncture. So it does seem from about lap 14, 15 that you can take the hards to, not hards, mediums to the end. Fresh mediums, that is. Yeah, I think in Loki's and Demon's position, I'd be trying to push the tyre, not push it just overly do it, but keep it in a consistent pace so that the tyre temperature is good, so that when you get to the safety car pack, the tyres are warm and you have a slight advantage over the rest if they're in the temperature window, which is about, for these two, 93 to 103 Celsius. Also, just to let you all know, Tiger, Buka and Godzilla, due to their and we'll also investigate what happened to Fitz. Due to their the game causing their issues, they will be finishing 11th and 10th, technically, as we don't believe it's fair for them to be disqualified due to a games issue where they could have raced, and we won't be giving them any positions above any drivers, as that wouldn't be fair on them. So, just to let you all know. You know, we're going to ride on board and see about the tyre temps. So you can see the tyre temps there, 94 on the front, 97, 96 on the rears, off track. This seems quite risky. Can cool the tyres down, but it's really risky to do so. Safety car is going around for another lap, so they should be catching soon. Sounds like he's using traction control. Don't mean to comment on it badly. One thing that I have personal preferences, as I mentioned, like to stroke my ego, I'd never use any gyro. In fact, I think I'd be slow without it. It is really tough to get used to after having it for so long. It's like getting used to a game where you can never have to worry about locking the brakes and then suddenly playing this. It's really tough to do so. So let's check. Can't see them because the Williams lights are far away. You can see some tyre temps. Some are really high. Keep them quite consistent. Some being conservative of their tyre wear. Some wanted to keep the tyres definitely within the correct temperature window. As I did mention earlier, the marbles in qualifying, I mentioned they're quite cool to see, and they actually do reduce grip, but they only follow the AI line. So, for example, safety car in this lap. So, for example, through the where you see the sector 2 on the map, around there, the AI takes a different line than the optimal. The optimal is taking the shortest line, and the AI takes the smoothest line. So, if you take the short line, you will get marbles on your tyres. So, another poor mistake. Well, I don't know if it's a mistake at this point from Codemasters and EA, but a much better improvement than 22, as I may be happy to say with everyone else. Some gaps quite big. I'm going to go back to the interval. Some quite large gaps. They do have the limiter, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't actually found it working for me personally, but it should be starting shortly. Safety car crossed the pit entrance line, so they can go whatever speed they want once the leader goes. Leader's holding them. Some of them are deciding to go. Quite a fair restart from Ritzy. Don't think he brakes along the straight. And didn't get him quite a big advantage though. Don't know if anyone overtook after the start finish line. Dietrich is in the pits, bidding for softs. Ritzy's got quite a nice advantage. Oh, Zindrix and Josh is racing. Oh, is that close on the apex? I think he just got ahead of him. Luckily, Luki, 3-second time penalty. The penalties are really big here. Some drivers have made quite a large sum of mistakes. Hopefully, well, I say sadly, that will bite them back later, but thankfully, points down to 16th as long as you've completed 90% or more percent of the race, or have a special thing like Tiger and Godzilla. Maybe even Fitz, but we will investigate. Demon in Scotland. Oh, that's that was really close from Scott. I thought he was going to lose it. Keeping it clean, slotting in behind. Cintrix really hopes behind Kanaka. That's tough to say. Trying to take a better line to get the better exit. One of you is going to use a lot of the DRS to overtake him, or just try and slot him behind and use DRS, or focus on the next straight. Seems to be trying to fill up the mirrors, if the drivers ever use them. But by 3-second time penalty as well, not going to help him in his win. Oh, that's quite close. Fair move though from Cracker. Oh, rear-ended him, I think. I thought it was a net code. Really close gaps between the top 5, but penalties will not help them. Gonna look back here. That gap got really small really quick. Okay, I reckon he's going to try and go for the move here. You must be using a lot of energy to overtake. Where is he going to go? No, it doesn't seem to be close enough. Oh, that's the thing. Josh just hit the wall. Didn't seem to be handling it too bad, but did fall back quite largely. Yes, hashtag blame EA. Admittedly, the correct hashtag. Okay, gaps aren't doing much now. Don't reckon these ones will be. We'll be spectating the Aston Martin, seeing if anything changes. So DRS will be available come sector 2. Gaps aren't changing too much. Oh, back here they are. Okay, Scott is pitting. Don't reckon it's for a penalty, or is it to serve one for later? Should be fine on softs now. Doesn't have any new ones, so going on to hards. Does he not? Oh my god! I should have some softs. Maybe afraid to use the new ones. I just missed it. Budbug got past Josh. Josh spun. Oh, that's a reset to track. His front wing is gone as well. Get rid of that camera. So his front wing is gone as well. I reckon it will pit. That will drop him really far back. It's really unlucky for him. Budbug seems to have dropped a bit back as well. So our safety car. Again, is that the third one? Fourth one? Well, each restart has had a safety car. First, second, then we've had 3 this race. That's about 5 from tier 2. Whew. Fingers crossed we don't get it any other weeks or tomorrow for tier 1. It's interesting if we see Ritzy pit or if we see him stay on the meat or hards. I reckon best option for him is to stay out, but we will see what he commits to. Goes in for the softs, hopefully. Gonna watch his stop here. I think the Aston Martin behind pits as well. Should be softs, yeah. Bit of a hold, but keeps it fine. Quite a good clutch engagement. By fixing the front wing. Oh, he did have front wing damage. Does look like there's a lot of floor damage as well. Same with Josh onto the softs. Lukey as well should be going to the soft tyres. Let's see how well his clutch. Oh, serving a penalty as well. Let's see how well his clutch engagement is when he goes down. So when you see a green light go, or when you see him drop on the floor, really good timing there. Doesn't matter here, but it's nice to know. Yes. Okay, so most on softs. Scotland deciding to stay out of mediums or hards. I'm not sure if I'd agree with that strategy, especially with roughly 6-7 laps left. Let me double check something. So you can see the driver numbers we do have for this league. Driver number options. Let's see if we can see this ones on these cars. So for Cintralix it should be, do I have them on this? Do I not? Should be 98. Yeah, there it is. Ritzy 83. Yeah. Demonima 54. Yep, absolutely. Knaka with 8. Oh, he's reserved. Go down there. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so this is something new decided to do with WHF compared to SSR, where we've used actual driver numbers. So everyone has a bit of a personal thing with it, or not Plus they have a personal thing with the numbers, but just so it's easy to identify them when watching, so you don't have to count or look at who are spectating, so you can see them, as well as the helmet. But I doubt drivers will change their helmets, so it will not matter too highly. I would say not many, still both Ferraris in this, that would be helpful for them and the constructors. Other than that, lots of other cars out, apart from Williams and McLaren, due to them being 10th and 11th, based on the finish of this, which I think you'd all agree is quite fair based on their unluckiness for the start. It is a bit unlucky for them if they could have gone better, but that's admittedly the best we can do with the issue handed. I felt to see it was a bit unfair to restart for the third time, a bit too much, and also we're in lap 4. We're entering lap 4, so everyone is behind the safety car now. No need to wait for anyone to catch up, so it should be in this lap. See if it announces it now. Yes, safety car in this lap. So we'll see if Cinchlix does a different restart to Ritzy, whether he waits right until the end, given the drivers behind an idea of when he's going to go, or if he goes as soon as the safety car crosses the pit entrance line. So you'll see the yellow dot as soon as it gets roughly to where the DRS point starts, a little bit after. That will be when the drivers are free, well, the leader is free to go at racing speed. So it does go, gets a really big gap to Demon Nemo, and not quite a small one to Ritzy. I think Ritzy might go for it. No. See if Budbo does. Budbo slots him behind. Might be able to get a good line through here. Goes off track. Oh, falls behind. Oh, the throw behind. Josh will not like that. That was way too close. Oh goodness, there's really close gaps here. Demon Nemo's really struggling on the old mediums. What would that say for Scott on the fresh hards? Lucky Luki with another 3-second time penalty. Ritzy and Cinchlix really close. We're going to go on board with Ritzy here to see if he can catch at all. Reckon he will try and stay behind. Yes, he will. Is Bubba going to do anything different? No. Keeping quite the same, but I hate to say it, but I would doubt to see Demon Nemo, Scotland or Luki be able to climb up many places at all. Oh, Ritzy got past and didn't notice it! I reckon he got past in the braking zone. Really close to Demon Nemo and Scott. Scott gets past from Demon Nemo struggling under the brakes. Pretty fair. Bubba gets past. Knaka might have been a really nice dive bomb. Oh, just noticed Cinchlix on 8-lap hold softs. That will really hamper him later on. Out of the DRS zone, so when the DRS is on, he will not get that advantage. And he goes for it, but he doesn't. Knaka off track. Is it a dangerous rejoin? Nope, safe, fair rejoin. Good, something we like to see. Gaps are going really big. Oh, who's off track? Is that Demon? Which gap grew quite a lot and it's still growing. I think Demon may have gone off track. Yeah, the gaps, only 2 gaps, or 3. Yeah, only, oh well, now it is. 2 within the safety car. Knaka with another 3-second penalty. Okay, while this is happening, we're going to look at the penalties. Oh, Cinchlix will drop really far back. That will drop him back to P8 or P7. Demon and Luki sadly will not, well, thankfully will not drop any back. While Demon will drop back 1. So quite big differences going across the line. Ritzy, Detrack and Scotland are going to be really thankful to not have any penalties. Wonder if they do have any warnings though. So this is the smallest gap right now. Really small gap right now. Oh, is he going to try and go for it? He's going to stick his nose in. I reckon he's going to go for it on this lap. It definitely is. Trying to cover up on the inside as well. I reckon Cinchlix might be trying to just stay behind and keep the gap small. Do we reckon it will fall any further back? Chat. Do we reckon Syntrix will fall back anymore? I reckon he will to Josh, but I don't know if he can fall back to Kanaka in time, especially with that gap growing really large. We're going to ride on board with Josh here. Actually, not. Look back here. You can see that massive gap. Oh, someone's in the ball. It's Demon. Oof, really close from Lukey. No, thankfully, no time for another safety car. Here we go. Red light flashing. That is going to send. DRS is on, so that's going to send Josh a lot of useful information. He's going to go for it. Oh, he's going to look behind. Oh, it's a bit of a fair defensive move. Bit late, but does rear end in. Looking with another 3-second time penalty. Thankfully, it's not going to drop anything back. Hopefully, he doesn't get disqualified. So this is admittedly one of the only gaps that is going to get a DRS. Don't know if Scotland will get it. Does not. So DRS for Josh on Syntrix. He's going to go for it. See that massive speed advantage on the straight, helping him a lot. I reckon all Syntrix has to do now is try and stay behind and not fall back to Kanaka unless he is fine on penalties. Well, he's got to finish 2 seconds ahead. Oh, I didn't realise D-Tracker's going for a move on Scott. I reckon he did just push on the straight, or a mistake was made. Really defensive from D-Tracker. And loses the rear. Thinks Scott's going to stick a nose in. Oh, D-Tracker goes really off track, trying to give him more than enough room. Ends up getting a penalty for it though. Scotland does slot ahead. Wonder if that was a gentleman's move from the tracker. Will get DRS though. Let's see if this gap, or will he not? He does. Let's see how far this gap falls. Quite a bit. About 1/10 and a half, 2/10 on this straight. Oh, just bottom out on the curb though, and does on the second one. Really cautious. Wonder if he's struggling with grip at all. Not much changing. Going to go back to Syntrix and Kanaka. Oh, he's really close already. Syntrix having really low amount of grip. He's really struggling here on the old softs. Does have DRS though on Kanaka, and the red light as well, helping him. Helping tell him the ERS usage of the S in the front. Oh, loses the rear. Keeps it really good catch of the rear there. Okay, nothing happened there for now. I think D-Tracker's going to try and catch up to Scott on this straight. See if that gap comes down quite largely. Syntrix catching, not too much. There's not much happening here. We're going to go on board with Syntrix again. See if that gap comes down to any usefulness. Or whether Syntrix is going to just try and stay in this position. Well, he's got to finish 5 seconds ahead of Scott, 2 seconds ahead of D-Tracker, which I reckon D-Tracker and Lukey's no worries, but Scott's just got to finish 5 seconds ahead of him. Oh, it's off track. Don't reckon that would have been a penalty though. Just Ritzy is really, oh, that's really close read from D-Tracker. And off track from both of them. Does keep DRS though from the Ferrari, so easily keeps ahead. See the marbles consistently on the tyres. Oh, is it rear-ending it? Just a tap. Reckon all Syntrix has to do is stay behind. That gap between Ritzy and Budbo gaining massively. Oh, it goes for a move. I think that was a dive bomb by Scotland. Or a move to give DRS, who got it. Scotland got it, so that's going to keep him ahead with ease. No further moves up ahead. Quite a gain on the car. Quite a gain on both penalties for them. Okay, so I reckon Scotland is not an issue for Syntrix now. This is one of the smallest gaps. We'll see if any gap between Syntrix and Kanaka grows smaller, but I reckon these are the only two battles we have on track. Is Syntrix going to try and slot him behind and save energy for that last straight, or is he going to use it? Keeping really clean along here, really good exit. He's going to be able to look for a move. Getting his track covered in marbles. Will it be clean by this corner? Ooh, tries to do the undercut on Kanaka. Just a little bump. Going to look around the outside. Oh, not bringing it inside, sorry. Does give Kanaka DRS though. Will he be able to use that? Ignore the lock-in, by the way, because he would be going wide if his tyres were actually locking that much. So Kanaka with fresher tyres, and this is around the stage of tyre wear where Cintrix got struggle lock. Oh, he does get a penalty. Does that put him ahead? That does put him ahead of Cintrix though, so yes, so he's going to finish behind him. That helps Cintrix a lot. So that means that now Kanaka has to finish the second. Oh, bit of bump between Scott and the D-Tracker. I reckon that was fair from Scott. Yet a bit aggressive. So on this last lap we'll have a look at penalties. Oh, D-Tracker tries, or Scotland tries for a move, or gentlemanly lets pass. This is really good showing from those two. But for now we're going to go on board with Ritzy. Budbo should stay there. Josh will also stay there. Cintrix will also do the same, and Kanaka and D-Tracker will fall to 7th. Scotland up to P6, so admittedly not many changes between. Oh, Kanaka gets ahead. Will he be able to stay ahead? We're not going to go on board with that now because Ritzy is going to go across to the last corner to keep the win. Very clean race from him. No penalties. Very, very well done. We're going to stay here to follow Budbo and Josh. Budbo keeping not bad at all on the penalties. The lowest penalties for the drivers with an actual penalty. Oh, Budbo. Oh, okay, don't worry about that. That's after the track. We will remember where it was. Ignore that. Ignore that for Budbo. He is definitely finished there. D-Tracker coming around the last corner. Big gap between him and Scott. Will that be enough for Scott to keep 7th, or is he he's going to let it go. Okay, so Budbo did finish 2nd. Ignore that. Unless anything did actually happen. And Lukey coming around for the last place. Not a bad showing for Lukey. Very, very confidently sticking it to the end. Always commend the driver finished last, as they did keep it onto the end. Cintrix driver of the day. I have no clue where he started, so started quite far back, so yes, definitely. I agree on that. Podium from Ritzy, then it is Budbo, and then it is Josh. Unless Budbo did actually retire, then we don't know. Thankfully this race is thankfully this race is over. So here we go, lots of penalties. That'll be Ritzy, Budbo, Josh, Cintrix, Kanaka, Cracker, and then D-Tracker, then Scotland, then Lukey, and then just to mention we'll also have Tiger, and then Godzilla in, where is that? 8th or 9th and 10th? Yeah, 9th and 10th. So not a bad point shown for Tiger and Buka, even though it was very unlucky for them to retire. Oh, the incidents page is too big for the game to load, so we'll have a look at the pit stops. You can see some small gaps between around here where someone couldn't engage the clutch properly. You see what I mean? Those gains, or those instant engagements of the clutch can really help. Overall, not bad from everyone. Very rough race, but finished quite clean and very entertaining. Alright, I'm going to say thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully we have some cleaner races, but wait, oh yeah, can we actually do interviews? I haven't done this before, I don't even know if we do them. I'm going to double check if we can, but if not, we're probably more than welcome to leave. Well, we're going to keep it here for now, just to find out for confirmation. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can get Ritzy in. Then it was also Josh. Can't get Bloodborne, sadly, because he's on PC. But we'll see if these two join. If not, then it will be the end. Ritzy does join. How nice. That was chaotic. That's alright. Howdy. Finally over. Whoa, okay, I guess we'll start with Ritzy for the win. That was very clean towards the end. Very large gap at the end as well. From your perspective, did you say a lot happened or pretty smooth? Oh wait, I don't have party. Hold on. Hold on. Options. Do I have party on? There we go. It should be on now. Just make sure to include your audio.
No.
Yeah, I mean, for my end, most of the race was spent trying not to die, because I have not driven this game, and I had a setup that was very aggressive. So, the medium and the hard stints were absolutely terrible, just trying to keep the car from going into the wall, and then the amount of safety cars, allowed restarts,
Yeah.
that definitely did not help. That did not help at all.
Yeah, you
So,
really want to
yeah.
keep constantly putting in those laps on that strategy. But overall, very well done, and no penalties as well. I guess that's also another win for you compared to all the others we've seen.
Yeah, I was also trying my hardest to avoid those, and I think on one lap I got both my warnings, because I was
Oof.
clumsy, but yeah,
But the
glad
thing
I
is,
was able to
one
avoid
lap
them.
compared to about 20 others.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. So I think, Josh, you finished P3 if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Budbo, but it said he retired, so I've
Yeah,
P2
I
in the
reckon he'll be
end.
P2.
Yeah, so P3, I'll take it.
Would you say that was quite tough battle with Cintrix at the end, or was it quite easy with his low tyre wear?
I on the post race chat, he said that he was letting us both pass me and Ritzy, I think.
Ah, okay.
Me and Budbo, because he didn't want to fight us really because of his tyres age.
Yeah.
So he helped us out, he kept it clean, and basically gave me the podium.
hmm
So, thank you very much, Sentry.
Fitz, first race as a reserve. How would you say that was? It's not a normal race for sure.
I got taken out that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was the one who got taken out that one by the Red Bull. So
Oh,
I was sat here watching the whole thing. That was it.
okay.
Just Josh's cheerleader at this point. That was it.
Yeah, we all need one.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. I will give it that.
Yeah. But
Hopefully,
hopefully
be back
sh-
next week for the next race.
We'll make sure of it.
Of course.
Oh, thank you all for the interviews. Makes it fun at the end to get a little bit of insight and just always good to chat about it. What I'm going to say to everyone watching the stream, thank you for watching. Apologies for the 2 restarts and the multiple penalties, but overall not bad. So see you tomorrow for Tier 1 at Silverstone. Take care and goodbye.